All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I'm watching this golf real quick. Before the All-Star game, I just uploaded an All-Star video if you want to go check that out. But, man, Brooklyn Nets have signed Blake Griffin. I tried to tell you guys this. I mean, my fans knew this, but all the, random people who saw my video, yesterday, were like, this will never happen, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it was pretty fucking clear, guys. But yeah, Brooklyn Nets signed Blake Griffin. But before we get into this video, if you guys enjoy, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really trying to get to 10,000 subs before the summer. So, man, I love this move. If you watched my video yesterday, you know how much I love this move. It's actually just fucking awesome. And I told you guys in my video yesterday, I said I fully anticipate at 5 p.m., 4 p.m., when he clears the waivers that he will sign with the Brooklyn Nets. I saw no reason to go to the Lakers. It's extremely, extremely low risk, very high reward, and I absolutely love it. So, yeah, on the season, he's averaging, I won't do a whole recap because I did that yesterday, but 12 points per game, a little over 5 rebounds, and about 4 assists per game. So, I think this guy has gotten just really, really unfairly kind of judged, because I'll have to say this on, let me go, I'm on Twitter right now, I'm on a Woj tweet, or was it Shams? I'm on a Legion Hoops tweet, there's about 3,000 likes, it's been out for 20 minutes. I guarantee you, of those 3,000 likes, I guarantee you 2,909, or I'm not great at numbers, 2,900, 2,900, geez. I bet you that is I bet you 100 of those 3,000 people, that's a much simpler way to put it, watched Blake Griffin play basketball this year. And double that number, and you'll get 200 on people who've watched Blake Griffin play basketball in the last 2 years, because last season he was riddled by injury, and this season he's only played in 20 games. And I know for a fact that nobody's watching Pistons games this season unless you're a Pistons fan. And Pistons fans don't want Blake Griffin on the team anymore because, why would you? If you're the Pistons, they're getting younger. They made great offseason moves. They had a good draft. They've been doing a great job outside of letting Christian Wood go or walk. They're looking good. They got Jerry and Grant. I just said Jerry and Grant. Too many Bulls point guard days for me. But they've got young talent, and Blake Griffin on that squad it makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. And just kind of in general, to speak for Blake Griffin's career on the Pistons, I highly doubt that pretty much anybody has watched a whole Pistons game. And it's because why would you? Right? I wouldn't watch Pistons game if I wasn't making NBA recap videos every night. I would not watch a Pistons game. Unless they're playing the Rockets or the Bulls, there's no reason to watch a Pistons game because I'm not a Pistons fan. So I think he is going to make an immediate impact. I know his defense isn't that great, but here's the thing. Let's take Derrick Rose. I got a great comment yesterday in my comments on the video yesterday. Let's take Derrick Rose, right? You guys know I'm from Chicago. Derrick Rose got me into basketball. When Derrick Rose got hurt. It was horrible, man. It was horrible, and you never thought he would come back and be kind of how he was. So what happens to Derrick Rose? He gets traded to the New York Knicks, coming off injury, and everyone was kind of like, this is probably the end of Derrick Rose. Well, guess what, guys? He's still hooping, man. He's still hooping. He hooped on the T-Wolves. He's hooping on the Knicks. He's hooping on any team. Pistons, man. He's hooping on all these squads. So if Blake can come back at even just 80%, it's game over. Offensively for the Nets, I should say. Not defensively. They still have some work to do defensively, but the thing about the Brooklyn Nets is they've been improving vastly, game by game on defense, every single game. And I get a lot of comments about people saying the Brooklyn Nets have a bad bench. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. I think they have the best bench in the NBA. TLC, Shamit, Green, Bruce Brown's a fucking stud. Claxton is extremely underrated. He's only played in a couple of games because of injury. I mean, this team's good, man. And the best part about defense, it's through reps, repetitions, kind of like how hard you're going. And these Brooklyn Nets, man, they're going to be hungry. They are hungry, you can tell. And the defense, it's improving, and it's only going to improve as games go on, as they get adjusted to each other as well. So, Blake Griffin, James Harden is going to feed this man easy looks. Because James Harden feeds everybody easy looks. So, man, I don't even want to hear that Blake Griffin's not going to help. Like, I really just don't. I think the only like I could make sense of Blake Griffin not helping the Nets if I was a Lakers fan. Then, because like I would be like, yeah, if I'm not. The Nets are a rival for this season. I still want to think my team's the better team. But unless you're a Lakers fan, man, I think a lot of people agree this Nets move, especially just offensively, they're already the best offense in the league, and now it's just like, oh, my God. So I like that D-Rose example. And as I mentioned in the last video, I mentioned in yesterday's video, Blake's a very underrated passer. Very underrated passer. I would expect a lot of pick and rolls, a lot of give and goes with Kyrie Irving, the handoff. I mentioned yesterday, probably work Blake a lot like Bam, hopefully, as well. I don't know. I think Blake's probably best suited off the bench, just considering Kevin Durant has played almost the whole season at 4. And then 5, I mean, I'm sure they'll play around, obviously, and I'm sure Blake Griffin will get his minutes, at least 25, even if he's coming off the bench. But man, I don't know how people think like this is not a good move. I really just don't. Like this is a great move. And the best part about the Brooklyn Nets is I highly doubt they're done. Like I just highly doubt they're done. And I mean, say they need defense. Say Blake Griffin doesn't work out. All right, cool, man. Barely, like, cool, dude. That this works so well. There's minimal risk and it's extremely high reward. Say it doesn't work out. All right, cool. Second round pick, maybe Tyler Johnson. Let's get JaVale McGee, right? Everything will be fine in Brooklyn, man. I can't wait for the second half of the season to start because I was already leaning towards the Nets based off just because of Anthony Davis being injured. Hopefully he can get healthy and remain healthy. But, I mean, as of right now, I know we haven't seen him play, but on paper, you got to think that the Brooklyn Nets are a really, really, really scary team for other contenders. So I would expect this. I would expect with this, I would say the Los Angeles Lakers are probably going to make a run for Boogie. I just think that he's the second guy in the buyout market. This was Blake's second guy in the buyout market. Once the buyout market starts heating up, which it will really soon, but I just anticipate the Lakers to make a couple more moves because of this. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later, man.